This coin was once part of daily commerce. It changed hands in markets, in bus fares, in small shops, in the pocket of someone buying tea or bread or vegetables. It jingled, it was seen, it was used, it was almost invisible because it was common. But common items become rare when time passes, when the elements act, when people discard things, when coins are lost, melted, or simply worn down. Not many of this 1986 China 5 coin survived intact. Not many with sharp edges, clear inscriptions, almost nowhere. Those that did, those few that preserve the clarity of design, the crispness, the luster, those coins are the ones collectors seek. Think of the symbolism. Wheat stalks flanking the denomination, symbolizing agriculture, prosperity, sustenance. The mark of the nation, the emblem or design that shows it comes from China, the letters or characters indicating the year, indicating its place among many coins. On the reverse, the national emblem. What was happening in 1986 China? Changes, transformations, economic policies, cultural shifts. Everything around the coin contributed to its existence. Factories, minting presses, workers, metal suppliers. All the machinery, all the efforts that made this coin possible. In your hand, it feels light, almost delicate. You tilt it under light and you see how aluminum reflects. You see where perhaps a tiny ding happened. You see where a fingerprint touched its face many times. You see the difference between a coin well preserved and one that, over decades, has been handled, has rubbed against other coins, has lost its sheen. Collectors talk about grade. Uncirculated, mint condition, proof-like. The highest grades command attention. The shine, the absence of wear, no marks, clear details. In this coin, the wheat stalks are sharp, the characters clean. The coin tells you when and where it comes from, and it stands as a relic of daily life nearly 4 decades ago. One might wonder, how many were minted? How many were issued into circulation? What was the population? How many coins have been thrown away, melted down, lost in drawers, forgotten? Those questions make the surviving ones all the more fascinating. In many collections, you might see a 5 coin from another year, perhaps later, perhaps earlier. But the 1986 version has certain features, minute details in the font of the date, the shape of the stalks, the spacing of the characters that differ slightly from others. Collectors will compare them under magnification, under strong light, under lenses. They will study each element. The thickness, the rim, every edge. Some will even check the molecular composition, whether the aluminum is pure or alloyed slightly, whether the minting process left microscopic marks. Over years, these coins have changed hands. Someone might have inherited one in a collection. Someone might have found one in a forgotten coin box. Someone might have bought one for a few cents decades ago, never expecting that it might become rare. Many perhaps did not realize its potential. But now, those that are well preserved are treasured. They appear in auction catalogs. They appear in collector forums. They are photographed in high detail. The lighting chosen to show off the surfaces, the contrast to reveal even the faintest imperfection, because those imperfections cost a lot if you want perfection. Descendants of that coin remember that aluminum is soft. That softness means they dent, they scratch, they gather patina, maybe even oxidize a little if moisture or pollutants touch them. Some have small discolorations, some have tiny spots, some have minute strains where the minting press pressed the metal. The ones with those flaws are common among surviving specimens. The ones without are exceedingly rare. And rarity is currency among collectors. It is what raises value exponentially. A coin that is perfect, that shines nearly as if it was minted yesterday, that reflects light cleanly, that shows every line, every curve, every character as sharp as the mint produced it. That is a gem. And there may be only handfuls of such coins. Imagine someone who has one of those handfuls. Someone who takes this coin and holds it, inspects it with lupe, compares with images in catalogs, with known specimens. They might examine the tonal quality, whether the metal has taken on uniform sheen, whether there are toning variations. They might look for defects, small spots, hairline scratches, edge wear. All details matter. In auctions, they are described virtually uncirculated, extremely fine, mint state. Each grade has implications. and each step up in condition can multiply the coin's value. Someone might pay double, triple, 10 times more for clarity, for untouched surfaces, for minimal wear. Think about the history of China in 1986. Economic reforms underway, social changes, the gradual opening, modernization, urbanization. Everyday life was in flux. Coins were part of that. The small transactions, the markets, the street vendors. This 5 coin was used when many people still carried small change, when such denominations had purchasing power for small goods. Over time, inflation, change in currency usage, modernization of payment systems have made such small denominations less relevant. Many 5 coins may have stopped circulating, may have been withdrawn, may have been melted, may simply have decayed or became compost for collectors' dust boxes. Thus, surviving specimens become more significant. Picture a collector discovering one of these coins in almost perfect state. A coin dealer carefully cleaning it, or rather preserving without cleaning harshly, because cleaning can damage and reduce value. The collector storing it in protective holders, controlled humidity, safe place, avoiding damage.